I can protect my friend. Once upon a time, in a cozy town, tucked between flower hills and whispering woods, there lived a little girl named Nora. Nora had bouncy brown curls, a red ladybug backpack, and a heart that sparkled with kindness. Every morning, she skipped to Happy Sprouts preschool with her best friend, Timmy the turtle. But Timmy wasn't a real turtle. Timmy was Nora's soft, green, plush turtle. He had been her friend since she was a baby. He listened when she was sad, played dress up when no one else would, and snuggled with her every night under her sunflower blanket. One breezy morning, Nora and Timmy were walking. Well, Nora walked and Timmy sat zipped safely in her backpack towards school when they heard a strange noise near the old mailbox tree. Squeak! Squeak! Nora tiptoed over and saw a tiny mouse shivering in the leaves. Its whiskers twitched, and it looked very lost.
Oh no! Are you okay, little mouse?
The mouse nodded slowly. I lost my way home, and a big crow tried to scare me. Nora's eyes widened.
A mean crow?
The mouse squeaked again. He laughed at me and said small creatures like me don't belong in this forest. Nora frowned.
That's not nice. You do belong here. Come with me. I'll protect you.
She carefully picked up the mouse and placed him gently next to Timmy inside her backpack. And just like that, the Protector Squad was born. At preschool, Nora told her friends about the mouse, who she named Pip. Most kids thought Pip was cute, especially Ellie, who drew him a tiny blanket with crayons. But not everyone was kind. Mason, the oldest kid in class, leaned over and said,
Mice are yucky. And that turtle, he's just a baby toy. They can't do anything.
Nora hugged her backpack tightly.
Timmy can do things. He's my brave friend. And I can protect my friends too, even if I'm small.
Mason rolled his eyes.
Okay, superhero Nora,
He said, giggling with his friend. Nora didn't reply, but deep inside, she was very sure she would prove it. That night, something magical happened. Just as Nora was brushing her teeth, she noticed a shimmer around Timmy. He began to glow a soft green light, just like moonlight in a pond. Suddenly, with a stretch and a pop, Timmy stood up tall on her desk.
Timmy?
Nora blinked. Timmy smiled. Hello, Nora. I've always been here for you, but tonight I need your help. Nora gasped.
You can talk?
Yes, said Timmy, and so can Pip. We are in trouble, Nora. The forest of forgotten friends is fading.
The forest of what?
It's a magical place where all lost toys and lonely animals go, Timmy explained. But the forest is being taken over by the Shadow Crow. He tells the creatures they are too weak to matter. Many have forgotten how to be brave.
But I'm just a little girl.
Timmy looked her in the eyes. You are small, but your heart is mighty. Will you come with us? Nora nodded without hesitation. In a blink, her room melted into starlight, and Nora found herself standing in a glowing forest. Tiny stuffed animals peeked out from tree hollows. Lost socks danced like ghosts above the grass. Pip squeaked beside her, clutching a shiny pebble. Be careful, Pip warned. The Shadow Crow is watching. As they walked deeper into the forest, dark fog began to swirl. A cold wind blew through the trees. Nora felt scared, but she squeezed Timmy's paw. Suddenly, boom! A huge, dark shape landed in front of them. It had sharp feathers, glowing red eyes, and a voice like thunder.
Why have you come here, tiny girl? This is no place for the small or the soft.
The Shadow Crow hissed. Nora's legs trembled but she stood tall.
I came to protect my friends.
The crow cackled.
Protect? You can't even fly. You're not strong. You're not loud. You're not big.
Nora reached into her backpack and pulled out Pip.
You're wrong. Pip is small, but he's brave. And Timmy is smart, even if he's soft. And
She paused, holding her breath.
I have a big heart. That's my superpower.
The forest shimmered. Then something amazing happened. All around the clearing, tiny voices rose. I want to be brave too, whispered a button-eyed bunny. I remember my song, sung a squeaky rubber duck. I'm not trash, I'm a toy, shouted a half-missing robot. The forest brightened with every word. Light poured in, the fog vanished. The shadow crow squawked in confusion.
No. This forest belongs to me.
No. This forest belongs to everyone who believes they matter,
said Nora calmly. The shadow crow gave one last squawk and burst into a puff of feathers, leaving behind only a single black feather that sparkled like coal. The forest bloomed again. The trees danced, the stars twinkled, and all the forgotten friends gathered around Nora, cheering. You protected us, said Pip, wiping his nose with a leaf. You reminded us we're important, said Timmy proudly. Nora grinned.
Sometimes being small is the best kind of brave.
In a flash of glitter, Nora was back in her bed. Timmy was curled beside her, quiet once more. Pip was snuggled inside her pillowcase. The feather from the shadow crow glowed gently on her windowsill. The next day at preschool, Mason teased again. But this time, Nora smiled and said,
You know, being kind is stronger than being loud.
Mason didn't know what to say, so he just blinked. Later that week, he drew a picture of Nora, Timmy, and Pip with capes. And from that day on, Nora knew you don't have to be big to be brave. You don't have to be loud to protect someone. You just have to care. Because even the littlest protector can make the biggest difference.